Hey, it's Richard. So what's the big deal about bulk buying? And how can it help when the price of everything is going through the roof? Bulk buying can save you time and a surprising amount of money, and can minimize unplanned purchases and spending unnecessary money. And it is super useful during inflation when prices are going up. In this episode, we will use a real example to show you just how much money you can save buying a common product, and it might just surprise you. One key behaviour bulk buying also changes is when you buy something a lot, so often you don't really think about it, like a can of drink every day from your local shop, you may not realise that the way you are buying is adding up to an amazing amount extra you pay over a year. We can buy slightly differently, and you end up with the same thing but with a crazy amount of money saved each year. To get started, let's look at why bulk buying makes a difference, and how to work out if something you can buy is worth buying in bulk. When a company makes a product, there is normally a cost and effort of making it, putting it in the packaging, transporting it, advertising it, and someone selling it. The cost and effort of selling it might be your local grocery store who needs to pay for staff, rent, and so on. Or it might be paying Amazon to store it, run their website, pack it, and then ship it to your door. Let's look at buying some tissues online. If you order or buy one box of tissues, all those things need to happen. If you order 12 boxes of tissues by buying a 12-box bulk carton of tissues, those same things need to happen. But the cost of doing it results in 12 boxes being sold. Some of the costs can then be spread across 12 boxes, not just one. And they may also give you a discount because you bought 12 of something, not just a single package. So, making the 12 boxes of tissues will still cost 12 times the cost of making one box. Putting the tissues in packaging might be cheaper, as to ship you one box of tissues may need the tissues to be put in a cardboard shipping box with labels. Shipping you a carton of 12 boxes may not, as the carton is already a box. Any advertising costs they build into the price stays the same. They advertise their tissues regardless. Shipping the box of tissues still requires someone to put it in a truck, drive it to your house, and drop it at your door. The carton of 12 boxes of tissues will be a little heavier than just one box, but all the driving and moving stays the same. The payment to the online seller might be higher, as what they sold you was worth more. So when those tissues arrive, either one box or a carton of 12 boxes, lots of the cost of getting them to you is almost the same for sending you one box or 12 boxes. And if 12 boxes arrive, it may be a lot cheaper per box because those costs stayed almost the same, but 12 times the amount of tissues were delivered. If you ordered 12 boxes individually, each would need its own separate packaging, loading on the truck, scanning, delivering to your door. It's lots harder and more expensive than moving just one bigger box. If this sort of information helps you, don't forget to subscribe to help support our channel. Be sure to hit the notification bell to see the latest videos as soon as we release them. There is a smart way we can accurately check if buying in bulk, or even just larger amounts than normal, is worth it, and that is called unit pricing. The unit price equals the price divided by the number of units. Unit pricing uses a standard unit of measure, and it depends on the type of product. Units may be by weight, volume, length, area, or number. As products come in lots of different sizes and numbers per pack, unit pricing allows us to compare different packs to work out which is the best value. Perhaps the best known unit pricing is for gas for your vehicle, where the unit they use is gallon, so prices are displayed in dollars per gallon. You can then compare prices at different gas stations by seeing who charges the lowest price per gallon. It doesn't matter if you buy 1 gallon or 30 gallons. You know that when you buy your gas, the lowest price per gallon at the gas station will be the cheapest place to fill your car. Let's look at another example. Coca-Cola. For this example, we're going to be a person who loves to drink 2 16-ounce cans of Coke per day. Who cares, right? Just buy a couple of cans each day when you are out and get on with it. Let's break down the difference bulk buying can make in a few different ways. Firstly, the difference per unit we buy. Secondly, the difference a single bulk 12-pack of cans makes versus the same amount of Coke bought in individual cans each day. And the difference bulk buying cans can make each year. So now we'll get into some maths for those of you who want to be able to work out exactly what they will save even before they decide to try it. You can pause this along the way to read the numbers more closely, or just watch and you will see at the end of each example the crazy difference just one little example of bulk buying can make, and the amazing amount of money you can save. So, the difference per unit we buy. Coke is a liquid often sold in ounces as the smallest measure, so we will use ounces as our unit of measure. A 16-ounce can of Coke might cost you $1.19, which is 119 cents. Divide that by the 16 ounces you get, and it's costing you 7.43 cents per ounce. If you buy a bulk package of 12 smaller 12-ounce cans, it will cost you $5.99, which is 599 cents divided by 12 cans at 12 ounces, that's 144, and that equals 4.16 cents per ounce. Using unit pricing, we can see each ounce we buy when buying in bulk is far cheaper than each ounce you buy when you buy a couple of cans every day. You save almost 50%, or half of your money, by buying a bulk pack of 12 12-ounce cans. Sure, the cans are a little smaller, but you get lots more of them. Let's break it down a different way. The difference a single bulk 12-pack of cans makes versus the same amount of Coke bought in individual cans each day. Another way to look at it, let's buy our 12-pack and we'll empty it into a big measuring container and work out how much Coke we ended up with from the $5.99 that we paid. So 12 ounces times 12 equals 144 ounces of Coke for $5.99. Now, if we wanted the same amount of Coke, 144 ounces, by buying a single, slightly larger 16-ounce can each day, instead of a carton, it would take 144 divided by 16 equals 9 bigger single cans to have 144 ounces. Each of the 16-ounce cans costs $1.19, so 144 ounces from 16-ounce cans costs 9 times $1.19. That's $10.71. Wow! So 144 ounces of Coke, which is one carton of 12-ounce cans, cost us only $5.99. But 144 ounces of Coke by buying 9 single 16-ounce cans costs us $10.71. A carton is lots cheaper if we are buying something we use a lot of, or use quite often. If you only drink 1 can of Coke per year, obviously it's not worth buying a whole box. But if you drink Coke often, buying in anything other than bulk, such as cartons of 12 or 30 cans, is literally throwing half your money you spend on that product away. Regular things you buy are where the biggest savings are. So let's say we like to drink 2 16-ounce cans per day, and they cost $1.19 each. It might be while we're at work, or just after walking up to your local shop. Just a couple of bucks per day, right? Why does it matter? Let's move that small daily purchase to a bulk buy and see the difference it makes each year. We see at our local CVS that we are able to buy a bulk box of 12 12-ounce cans for $5.99. But because the bulk box is 12-ounce cans, not the larger 16-ounce cans we normally drink, let's say we will drink 3 of the smaller cans per day to make up for it. At our local shop, we normally buy 2 larger cans, and that's 32 ounces. That costs us 2 times $1.19. That's $2.38. That's $2.38 per day times 365 days per year equals $868.70 per year. And for that, we get 16-ounce cans, 2 per day times 365 equals 11,680 ounces of Coke per year. That equals 91 gallons of Coke per year for $868. We bought it little by little and didn't really realise we're actually a pretty big Coke drinker. So let's look at bulk buying them. We bulk buy 12 by 12-ounce cans for $5.99 instead of our daily cans. Those bulk buy cans are a little smaller, so let's drink 3 of them instead of the 2 larger ones we normally drink. 3 times 12-ounce cans per day equals 36 ounces per day, more than 2 of the larger cans we used to drink, which is only 32 ounces. 1 can costs us $5.99 divided by 12 cans, which is about 50 cents a can, and we're drinking 3 a day. So that costs us 3 times 50 cents equals $1.50 per day. That is $1.50 per day times 365 days per year equals $547.50 per year. For that, we get 12 ounces times 3 per day times 365 equals 13,140 ounces of Coke per year. That equals 102.6 gallons of Coke per year for $547. So over the year, by buying bulk, we ended up with an extra 11.6 gallons of Coke over the year for $321 less. More for less. Bulk buying is often amazing. So how do you save even more? That one little thing you buy, eat, or drink each day, so often and small that you don't even think about it, save $321 in a year, and you bought lots more of it too for that saving. Imagine doing that across everything you use often and how much money you could save. If some simple soda saved you $321, it wouldn't be hard to save thousands per year in total if you bulk buy the things that you regularly buy. It might be cereal for breakfast, tissues, toilet paper, and so on. Without unit prices, working this out would be pretty hard. In the example we just talked about, the 2 cans were different sizes, so you couldn't use a can as the unit because you would be comparing apples and oranges. We had to look at how much was in each can, and the cost per ounce made sense, as we can grow and shrink the number of ounces depending on the drink size we buy. Also, don't forget that as we now have a little buffer stock at home of our favourite items, if anything happens like a shortage or you get stuck at home for a week due to a flood, you have plenty to get through. For this reason, unit prices are really useful. We don't really care about the pack size, we just care about what is in it, as that is what we actually use and can compare. Unit prices are really common and allow a quick price comparison no matter how much you buy. The price of potatoes per pound, the price of steak per pound, the price of rope per foot, the price of labour per hour, the price of land per acre, the price of a dozen eggs, and of course the price per gallon of gas. And for many other things, biscuits, ketchup and more, if you can see unit prices displayed, maybe below the price tag, you can quickly see which one is the cheapest and whether buying a larger pack or a bulk box is cheaper. And you can also compare one brand with another. So all that shows you how buying in bulk can make a massive difference and can save a fortune, but there are more ways that it makes a big difference too. Let's get into them. Rather than simply buy exactly what you need when you need them, bulk buying allows you to have some extra at home. Having extra means you don't have to just buy when you run out. You can take advantage of specials and price drops, not just at the time they occur. For example, if Coke was cheaper for a week and I buy 2 cans per day, I got cheaper Coke for 14 cans. If Coke was cheaper and I decided to buy 3 cartons of 12 cans, I got cheaper Coke on my 36 cans, even if I only may drink 2 per day. That means in 2 weeks' time, I'm still drinking the Coke at a cheaper price, when Coke is back to its normal price. Suddenly, I can change my buying strategy from let's buy things when I run out to let's stock up when things are cheap and on special. That $321 per year we save bulk buying Coke can be far higher again if we mostly buy bulk Coke when it's on special. So where can I bulk buy? Large grocers such as Costco, Walmart, Amazon, and Kroger are really good examples, though you might have some other ones to consider in your local area. Also, keep an eye out for places that may sell things close to their use-by date. If you can freeze those goods, you may get rock-bottom prices because they need to be frozen soon and are harder to sell. But remember, wastage is your enemy. There is no use buying a year's worth of milk cheap when the milk will go off in a number of days and cannot be frozen. Some items have a best if used by or before date. These can be tricky to work out. For example, with milk, it's pretty accurate. With flour or sugar, they may last ages if stored well. Freezing things also tends to allow you to keep them well beyond their best if used by or before date, so long as they are something that can be frozen. No freezing glass bottles and jars. A big storage freezer is a good way to maximise just how much you save, and that is why soon we will be doing an episode on how to add a big freezer into your food buying strategy to allow you to spend even less and get even more. So hit the subscribe button if you would like to support our channel, as that makes a huge difference, and hit the notification bell to hear about our next episode as soon as it is out. You can also give us a thumbs up if you like this episode. So let's sum up what we've learned. Number 1. Anything you buy or consume regularly, you should consider bulk buying. Write a big list of what you eat or buy often down, and that is your initial target list where the most savings will probably lie. Number 2. You can compare bulk versus normal by comparing unit prices and then multiplying the difference by how many units you buy per year. Number 3. Bulk buying is a mix of planning and also taking advantage of any specials or cheaper prices that happen to pop up, which drives even larger savings. Number 4. Don't forget, not all products last forever. Don't bulk buy things that don't last a long time, like milk. Number 5. You should use the oldest products you have first and replace them when needed. Don't just keep using the ones you most recently bought as they are at the front of the shelf. So that's the big deal about bulk buying. Take a quick look at what you use. Have a think about how and where you should buy it. You can still keep buying and using the things you love, but now you can pay hundreds or thousands of dollars less for them per year. You can't afford the latest iPhone? Well, make a decent effort at bulk buying and you may just find out that you can save enough money to upgrade every year just from bulk buying savings. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like more, and give us a thumbs up if this episode was useful. I'm Richard. That was The Big Deal. See ya.